Yeah, hi. So I had stopped over there from how to create the dates. As I told you, two dates you can create, and for 2 days of the training program, I showed you. Now I'm showing you in the same day. It is only for the 2 hour session. How are you going to change the timings? As I told you in the last video, it is the timings was 11 o'clock to 13, which is 11 o'clock to 1 p.m. So it is 2 hours. We can see here any option. Once the activity is done, you will have to click on the click button. The activity it will get enabled. I hope you all remember at the time of creating an event group and an event type, there was an option which was asking for the capacity. This was the reason you can change the capacity number. Defaultly, when you create an event for 100 capacity, here also you can change the capacity to 200 or 300 as per your activity. So for this training program, it is only less than 100 people. So but I've defaultly taken it as 100. It is no harm you take more, but it should be more than the actual records. Okay, I hope it is clear till now. And now you are going to click on to the save button. Once you click on to the save button, you can see it will come out of the place. See, you will have to enable this, expand that, and you can see that the record has been created of the training date. Now I will now we are going to enter the training record. So now we know how to create a event group, which is ACC or Ambuja. Now in this example, I could say that the event group for us which was created was technical virtual e-learning. Okay, which I showed you as an example. The event type here for me for showing you a live example was PME e-learning, which is a training name. And now my training name is KHD in this incident scenario creation 4, under which I know which was the training date the training had happened, which I remember, so had created. So it was 19/4/2020. Now I am going to add the training records, which is nothing but the employee name, so the participant's name, for capturing the attendance. One important thing for you all are how much ever records you are adding, which my default was 100. If it is 100, we can add 100. If it is more than 100, here you can see this green color. Here it will change it as yellow and red, wherein you cannot enter the data more than the capacity available for this training folder as a record. Okay, so ensure before creating an event type, you should ensure how many training records to be added for this particular program. Okay, so as and when you start uploading, you will be get used to it, and so that you need not remember every time. So then remembering, always keep a data ready. Example, first this training name. For me, my example is KHD incident training name, and the training date, which is when the training is going to happen, and how many people, and what all are the participants list. Now I am just showing you the participant list which I am going to upload over here. So any data, you will always keep the data into the Excel file. Okay, so now for me, one second. Yeah, hi all. So as I told you that this is for the training record for KHD simulator, whichever I'm going to update in the SAP. So always ensure your Excel should be ready with information of employee ID and the data as P. P signifies is present. AB signifies is absent. AB we are not adding into the SAP, which will not be added. P is something which will be added, which is called present. Okay, here I have 12 participants who have attended this training program for 2 hours on 19th of April. Okay, so now what you'll have to do is, and one more important thing, you cannot take more than 12 participants at the time whenever you are adding the information in an SAP. Okay, why? Because if at all you take a load of information more, for if one discrepancy is, if the system is slow, then the data will also take slow, and there might be some data missing, and you will have to sit and cross check each and everything individually. Rather, to get rid of this, you ensure that you only capture 10 to 12 items at a time, not more than that. Okay, here P and this, you'll have to copy this. I've copied this, Control C. I've copied that. You can see the copied button is enabled here, and I'll go into SAP now. Okay, my SAP is on here. Okay, before I copied the data now, before getting into the copy option, you'll have to click this 19 and go to menu and enable this attendance menu. When you enable this attendance menu, you will be able to upload the attendance information. Now right click this, click on book. Book is for the individual record, and multiple record, it is book list. Since I am adding a multiple records, I will close this book option. Okay, I will close this. Now you will have to right click this, click on book list. I will right click. There is an option called paste. It is not there. One second. You just press Ctrl V from your keyboard, then enter. Against that record, their information available in an SAP will come, which is attendee name, organization name, priority. That and all is not required. Only the name which you'll have to cross check. Okay. Now, in case if there is any, if in case it is an inactive record, the data will show in red or in yellow, or if a data or the UE number or the employee number is incorrect, that also it will show in yellow or red color. Okay, so now this all data is accurate. I'm gonna click on save. Okay, once I click on save, I'll get this option. Okay, see, this is your login ID with the record name. Continue. Once you click on the tick mark button, you should keep on clicking on this tick mark button until unless it goes. Okay, you have clicked this. Now you can see, when you expand, you can see all the records has been added. 12 participants only. Okay, so how you'll know how many participants are there? Right click on the training date, click on attendance list for you to download. Okay, click here. For the attendance to download, you'll have to click on the right click and attendance list. Right click anywhere on this file, click on spreadsheet. Once you click onto the spreadsheet, you will get this pop-up message, which is nothing but select spreadsheet. So default it will be selected as Excel. Click on tick mark. You will get this option, which is the server XML file record. Click on save. Okay, it's okay. Tell it as allow. Once it allows, the record will be opened in an Excel sheet. Guys, you always remember, whenever you are uploading any data in an SAP, try to download and keep this record as a track. Never know, sometimes SAP backup file will be deleting. At that time, you never know, these records also might get deleted. Okay, this is how it will look once you download that SAP record, upload it into the SAP tool. So I hope you all remember, you all understood till here, right? So now, okay, for saving this, close this sheet, and it will get upload. It will be added into your downloads report. One second. Control E. Documents app. So here it is. So here you can see like this. So right click. You can write it as open in same window. Open with, click on open with, so that it will open with Excel. Okay, so you can browse MS Office. This all it will not ask, but still I don't know. One second. See, if you are getting this kind of an error, what I would suggest is right click again here, click on spreadsheet, click on this. Okay, good that I have got this error again. See, what happens is, it will ask, it is a duplicate file, you want to replace, tell yes. The Excel will open, then save as Control FA, save as Control FA and change it as Excel workbook. Change it as workbook and go to the path where you wanted to save. Since it was a technical, I've enabled technical, and since it was a KHT simulated training program, okay, 1 second, okay, I will mention it as KHD. I know that where to save, but still, for example, I'm just sharing it here. Okay, save. It is got saved now. Okay, so you can see the file name at the top, it is saved. Now you can close this. Okay, this is how you'll have to create group. Okay, I'll just reiterate once more everything. So you all know, always whenever you wanted to log into SAP, your VPN has to be connected. So you know that where to see the VPN. You will go here, check if the VPN is connected. VPN is connected. You will be getting into the SAP portal. Once you get into the SAP portal, you will be getting into the PIH server, which is production server. You will double click over here, and you will be logging into with your defined user ID and password. So I have entered the password. Once you enter the password, you will get a main screen. This is how the SAP main screen looks. So now you wanted to create a group or event. See, as I've already created a group, I don't think so it is required for you to create a group. In case if it is required, you can always refer my previous videos how to create a event group. Okay, and event type. In the main page only, you will have to create an event group and event type. You cannot get into a T code and create an event group. The system will not allow you to create an event group or event type once you enter the T code. So I'm entering the T code at the top menu, which is here, PSV2. A history of the T codes, whatever you are entered, will come in this list. So I've used only PSV2, so I'm using PSV2 and click enter. As I told you, this is for the new session. For you to see the main session, you can keep this record once open newly for cross-checking certain information. Okay, now I'll get into dynamic business menu. So here I created the so this I'll tell you, ACC is for ACC folder. Under ACC group, you'll have to create only for the sales and marketing and the leadership under ALA. Okay, and one more important thing for anybody, for the learning and development team, we also support for the opcos for across all the plants and all the location in capturing their attendance information in case of their requirement. At that time, please ensure and check where to upload this activity folder, okay, so that it is easy for you to upload. Otherwise, you will end up creating. So I will tell you something. I have created this functional. Under functional, I've done the activity in these folders. All those folders I've done the activity. Of whatever activity I've showed you, the same is applicable for any folder. The process remains same. The event name changes, group name changes, activity remains same. Remember, activity remains same, folder name and event name changes based on your requirement. Okay, so now ALA sales and marketing, where we upload all the sales and marketing training folder over here. See, group, this folder is called group name. This the notepad kind of an tab or the icon is called the event type. Okay, and when you enable that, when you see a list of information with the dates, is called the event date when the training was conducted. When you enable that, you can see list of information of the participants, that is participants name, where it has already been uploaded into the system. Okay, so now okay, when you double click, okay, and important thing, when you go to menu only, your business menu will be enabled for you to create an event name, event date. Otherwise, it will not get enabled, it will not get created. Always to create an event date, you'll have to enable the business event menu. Always to enter the attendance menu, you'll have to enable the attendance menu for that event date, okay, which is nothing but this training date. Okay, now I've enabled the attendance menu. I've enabled the attendance menu. I'll click on right click and I'll click on book list, where I can add the records over here. Okay, just giving an example to you. Please update in the right record, right place, right activity. Otherwise, it will be a challenge. Deletion will not be happening. Important thing, deletion cannot be happened by our end. That will be by the SAP team. Okay, one more thing. Deletion in the sense, we can do a deletion of only one thing. See here I can do a cancellation. Okay. See, cancellation can happen for the event type, not for the event record. Record is nothing but one person's data. So here in this, see, I can see in the attendance list, I have close to 17 records. See, when we see attendance list, you can see date of the training, location name, number of bookings, no waiting list. So here you right click and do the download this attendance sheet. So for you to, if you feel that this is an wrong record you have created in this event type, so what you can do is right click on, you can see the timings what I have updated over here by displaying. So you can do R&D once you are easily understood. Okay, now you can click on cancellation. Once you click on the cancellation, see, it will tell that no cancellation found for the business event IC and SC. IC and SC is nothing but improving contract and signed convenience. The short name which we told, no abbreviation, that one. So for you to cancel, click on this record, click on cancellation, okay, or click on cancel. So here you will get this thing. So for each and one item, if you wanted to cancel, you can cancel over here. You can tell that other reason and click on delete button. Now I am not deleting because it has already been captured. I don't want to delete it. I am showing this. Ensure that this you shouldn't use this option. This is just for your safer side. In case by mistake, I know that human error happens. By mistake, if you have added any wrong entry, you can delete. For that reason only I taught you this cancellation. You don't make this as an habit. Okay. Thank you. Thanks everyone. I hope you all understood. Please go through all these videos and let's connect back through Hangout and understand if you have understood everything clearly. Okay. Fine. Thank you all. Be safe. Take care.